Welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're going to look at watercolour pencils. Now, we have a set of watercolour pencils which gives you Real Red, Calypso Coral, Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Bermuda Bay, Pacific Point, Rich Raspberry, Melon Mambo, Early Espresso, Basic Grey, Basic Black and Whisper White. Now, these have been around for a little while now and they're great for colouring. However, in the new catalogue, which is coming out in June, we are going to be getting some new colours, which are Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Granny Apple Green, Garden Green, Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blue, Night of Navy and Gorgeous Grape. So I put both of mine in one of our small clear mounts, and you can fit both sets in there, so it's absolutely perfect. You've got them on hand all the time. And we're going to be using Wonderful Moments. And what I've done is I've already done some prep work, so I have stamped out this lovely happy birthday girl and with her bunch of flowers, and I have done it like this. So I have done it with the Stamparatus, put it in, hinge stepped it down, so I've got all of the people on there because I want this to be a modern, vibrant birthday card. It's for a teenage girl. So the colours I am choosing are, I want the Gorgeous Grape because the Gorgeous Grape is absolutely beautiful. So we're going to have the Gorgeous Grape. We're going to have the Melon Mambo. And we're going to have the Flirty Flamingo. And I think we'll start with that and we'll see how we go. And then I'm going to show you how you can do some great skin tones. So let's get started. In fact, let me get the skin tone one out. What I'm going to use for the skin tones is the Calypso Coral, because that works perfectly. Oh, we want some hair as well. So what should we choose for some hair? I think I'm going to have Crushed Curry. And let's have some Cajun Craze maybe, so we can have it sort of browny yellow hair, which might tone in quite nicely. Okay, so let's start with the Gorgeous Grape. I tend to turn things on the side because I think that that works quite nicely, and she has got a dress which is just sort of 3/4 length sleeves. I think it's probably the best on that one. So let's just go down on here, and then we're going to have it all purple because I think sometimes if you break it up too much you lose some of that that definition in there. But I'm literally just scribbling and laying down some colour down in here on the dress. And then I'm going to take the, which one's this? This is Melon Mambo, and I'm just going to add a bit of bright pink in on her belt. So we're going to do that on there. Now let's take this across quickly. So that across on here, and then we will do her skirting on here. And as I say, you don't have to be overly accurate because you can take the aqua painter, which is what we're going to do, and you can blend this in. So literally we're just taking the colour through in on her dress, and as you can see, you don't have to be hugely accurate. I'm literally just scribbling it down because when you use the aqua painter you are going to be able to pick this up more. So you can see as I'm doing it down, because I'm trying to do it quite quickly for the video, so just literally just scribble it down. And this one on the last one, but it is an absolutely gorgeous colour. And I think that's the really nice thing, that our colours are absolutely perfect. Excuse my dog, it's the weekend, so people are about everywhere, and she has to have a little bark, so you have to excuse her. So that is the colour on the dress and the belt. Then we need to do her hair. Now her hair I'm going to do in 2 different colours. So this is the Cajun Craze, which is sort of like a nice sort of russety brown. So we're going to take some of that over on the top like this. I really love using our watercolour pencils. We have so many lovely mediums, and I think sometimes we're using our blends all the time at the moment, and we tend to forget about watercolour pencils. But now we've got this second set coming out in June. It gives us a really good wide palette of colours. So I've just added some of this crushed curry in there, so you've got sort of the browns and things going on. Now we're going to do her skin tone, and if you just very, very lightly with the Calypso Coral, just stroke it across. I've just remembered we've got shoes on, haven't we? So we really need to put some colour some shoes in. So literally again, just a few little lines in on there. Oh, we've got that arm there. Okay, so we've now got that in on there. And then the flower. Oh, let's do her shoes. Can't have her walking around with no shoes or plain coloured shoes. So we're just going to take the shoes in like that. And what colour should we do the flowers? Oh, I think I might do sort of like little forget-me-not type flowers. I think might look quite pretty. So this is Balmy Blue. I love Balmy Blue. So we're going to have a little bunch of sort of forget-me-nots in on here, I think. So we can do these in on here. And again, you can see I'm literally just putting just a little bit of colour in on here, not a huge amount, because then we can sort of change it. And I am going to use some of the Granny Apple Green just for that little leaf down on there, and to just give a hint of colour on those stalks. So just bring that down, and you can see I am doing this quickly. I'm not spending a huge amount of time. Okay, so those are the colours that we're going to use on there. Let me just put them back in their case. But as you can see, you can get both sets. You can buy the first set now. The second set comes out in the new catalogue in June, and you can get both of the sets in there. So you're actually getting, how many colours have we got? We've got 13 on here. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 different colours. So you can see you've got a real blend of colour and palette. So now we need our aqua painter or our blends. Let me have a quick look and see what I've done with my aqua painter, which should be in here. I've obviously had it out. Here it is down on the side. So with our aqua painter, we just need to make sure that it's just a little bit damp. You don't want it too wet. And again, I work from this side back, so we're just literally going to blend this through, and you can see that you can add quite a bit of depth. And as soon as you touch the aqua painter, you get this lovely colour tone coming through. I need to dry that off just a little bit. Get on the next one. And this is what I call my wash. So you're literally just washing the colour over quite lightly and quite carefully down on there. You can use watercolour paper, but as long as you don't oversaturate your cardstock, you can use just ordinary cardstock. So, and as I say, when we get up into those bits, you can just bring it round. But you can see I tend to do this quite quickly, because what I like to do is to just give it like a wash. You're not trying to make an accurate, watercolouring is not an accurate representation of the actual the lights and darks and things like we do with the blends. It really is to get a nice sort of wash of colour through on there and give it a watercolour feel. Not a blends feel, but a watercolour feel. And this is where I really like it. And as I say, you can just literally quite quickly just bring it through like that, and then you've got her dress done. So now we need to do her hair. So again with the hair, because we've got the different colour tones going in, I'm just going to blend it through, and you can see you've got these lovely sort of yellows and golds and things coming through, but again quite lightly, quite quickly, just blending those colours through. I'm doing the end one on there. Then we've got the skin tone. So again, I'm cleaning it with my fingers. You can clean it with a wet wipe or something like that. So with the skin tone, you literally just need to go just lightly through. I'm going to do all the legs first, because that's the easiest way of doing it. So just bring it through, because you just want a hint of colour, because skin tone can be just a hint of colour on there. And then we're going to do exactly the same on the arms. Like this, and then we've just got the little flowers. I'm going to turn it upside down that way because I don't want to get any of the colour in there. So I do each colour separately. So the little bit of green that I just hinted on, I'm just going to do that bit first. Clean it off with my fingers, and then just a little bit of blue. Okay, now she obviously looks as if she's a bit up in the air on here, so let's give her a bit of grounding, shall we? So we want something fairly neutral. Now we've got basic grey, which I think will work perfectly for this. So literally just at the bottom under there, we're just going to give, and again I'm using right up against the side of the pencil here, because then that gives you a really sort of nice line on there. Then literally just take your aqua painter and just run some water through on there, because you only want it as a slight shadow just coming through, which just gives a little bit of grounding. So those colours, that Gorgeous Grape is absolutely beautiful, and I shall show you why. Because if you then take a piece of the Gorgeous Grape, you can see how the colour matches absolutely perfectly. So I'm going to put her on a base of the basic, the Gorgeous Grape, like that, because then that really pops that colour. And then just to finish it off, I've taken from the, let me get them out while I've got them over here. These are the well-written framelets. I keep going on about these, but these are absolutely lovely. I'll get them out so you can see. You have 2 sheets of beautiful sentiments, handwritten type fonts. So you've got everything from birthday to welcome to friends to baby to bride to groom to sympathy, flowers, embellishments, all sorts of other little bits and pieces in there that you can die cut out, and they just make a beautiful statement on a card. So this is going to be a birthday card, so I'm just going to put the birthday piece sort of probably right down at the bottom like that. Woo, it's attaching itself. I have done, I always do it double layer. It just gives a little bit of height and allows it to go on quite nicely. So that would be my finished card. Nice and sort of bright and vibrant. Beautiful colours with the new watercolour pencils. As I say, as soon as that catalogue comes out, if you want a copy, let me know. And I'm more than happy to send you one out in the post. But these watercolour pencils, absolutely lovely. And you've got the Gorgeous Grape in there. So thank you so much for watching me. Do look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.